It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Saints and the Browns coming up next.
We have a beautiful late summer afternoon for football here at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Brandon Gaudin alongside the one and only Charles Davis. And CD, lots of compelling storylines in a game like this. Let's take a look at some of the numbers for these two offenses.
And I'm glad you brought up the numbers because sometimes it's hard to quantify a team's performance solely by judging the numbers. But I think with these two teams, what you see is a pretty accurate representation of who they are.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And for the first time, here comes the Cleveland Browns offense. Quarterbacked by Baker Mayfield, fourth-year man from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Baker Mayfield's coming off his best season yet. 26 touchdown passes, cut way down on his turnovers, and led the Browns to a playoff victory for the first time since 1994. This young man continues to mature as both a passer and a leader.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield on play action. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mayfield now. Over the middle to Beckham. First down, Cleveland. Mayfield to Beckham.
And unfortunately, in 2020, Odell Beckham tore his ACL in Week 7. The Browns still made the playoffs. But, boy, if they had him around, they're thinking about a much deeper run. A good grab there.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run for Nick Chubb. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
We're giving up respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
First and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on second and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down.
Nice job understanding the situation. Third and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a fourth down.
Fourth down, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
First drive coming up here for this New Orleans Saints offense, and leading him out at quarterback here in 2021 in his 7th NFL season, it's Jameis Winston.
This is a big change for everyone in the Bayou country because Drew Brees is no longer the starting quarterback, so there'll be a new starter for the first time since 2006 for the Saints. Jameis Winston, as we all know, unlimited potential, has a 5,100-yard season on his resume in Tampa. But turnovers, that's the biggest part he's got to change. If he does that, he could take the reins and really run with them in New Orleans.
Second and 7.
Winston to give, it's Kamara. Gets it up past the 10 with a nice move. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. It's brought in by Harris.
And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Dances by him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Throwing, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Winston to Thomas there for the Saints first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
58 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Jedrick Wills, former first-round pick, guilty there.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Beckham. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the first half, and our highlights will likely be on the defensive side of the football here. Scoreless game.
And he is going to have a Browns first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 30 inches.
On the ground, it's Chubb. Running right through it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Play fake, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Pushes him over. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts.
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Demario Davis there on the stop. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. First and goal from the 3. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. And the Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Looking to throw again on second down. Winston, he gets it complete to Harris. Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards.
Let's go, let's go!
After review of play, the rules on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, Winston. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 2nd down. Winston now. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Smith. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We saw Nick Chubb string together a solid first half. First things first, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Saints. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Browns, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half. Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. You know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Jameis to throw it. Incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, this is Kamara. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. "39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
They stopped him in his tracks. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside as he did there.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he'll get it down here to the 43. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position of throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Zach Vaughn, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Browns on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw, Mayfield. He spots Landry, who makes a really nice catch. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston. And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Here's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Kamara. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Third down, here's Kamara. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And Lutz puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Mayfield. Into the hands of Beckham. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Mayfield. Finding Hunt. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opening up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football.